Hello again, and sorry, I just wanted to put a little addendum on the last video I did. There's a hero cult. I forgot to mention that. It was number 8, hero cults tombs. Orestes and Amphiarus, source Herodotus 178, 167, to 68. Pausanias. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired today. These words are not going through. Dates 6th and 5th centuries BCE and earlier. So these hero cults. Summary: hero tombs where bodies were believed either never to be found or to have vanished mysteriously, often the center of cult worship. So this is one of the clearer examples of bodies just going missing. So again, I wanted to be clear because I think I did actually put out a pretty rubbish video there, and it was a bit disjointed and I stumbled across some of these names. I don't like doing that, but there are multiple again. So some of these examples are not one for one empty tombs, right? Some of them are areas, places, pyres and so on, where the body vanishes and is just taken up, we can assume, and these people are often, or these gods now are often seen again. But I just wanted to illustrate here that I've got 9 examples in the paradoxography as well, 10 examples of bodies missing and then being then coming up later, usually reanimated. So I thought that was quite interesting. And I will tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put out 2 videos today, or maybe one tomorrow as well. When gods become men, the historicization of deities in world traditions. Now, I think I might have loosely covered this, but I'm going to go through this today. So we have Hercules again coming up. Original role, protector, god linked to strength, initiation rites, and solar symbolism. It's quite a solar god here, strong, dominant, and so on. This is the historicization period, though. Here comes with Diodorus Siculus, again, Library of History, 481, and Herodotus, Histories 243. They described Hercules as a mortal king now, later on, remember, or a warrior, who is, then they say that he was later deified. Of course, it's the other way around. Original story about Hercules is that he is a god. Quote from Diodorus, I think, is it? Yes, Diodorus. Hercules, who was born of a mortal woman and attained immortality by his virtues. Again, this is switched over from the actual chronology we find it on Hercules. So the original role of him being a god. Quetzalcoatl. This is over in the Americas now. Original role, a feathered serpent god, creator god, lord of wind, wisdom and learning. He was historicized, and chronologists like Bernardino de Sahagún, Florentine Codex here describe him as a Toltec priest, king or lawgiver. So later on he was given more of a history here, but the same theme. Osiris, originally a god of fertility, the afterlife and resurrection. He was historicized. Again, Diodorus Siculus, Library 111, presents Osiris as a wise king who taught agriculture. I might have already been through this, and sorry if I have. Romulus, again, associated with Quirinius, a Roman deity. Historicization under Livy. Okay, Maui, Polynesian demigod or creator, trickery and cosmic deeds. Historicization, he's seen now in oral traditions later on as a mortal ancestor who performed feats. Melqart, Dionysus, So I believe I might have been through this already. Zalmoxis, again, quite closely associated with Jesus in certain themes. So I'll leave that there. Why cultures historicize gods, just very quickly. Rationalization of myth. Philosophers and chroniclers sought to explain myths as distorted history on occasion. Political legitimacy. Cultures framed gods as national founders or lawgivers. Just strong founding myths. Places like Rome. You probably did this with Romulus. Cultural memory myths were adapted to fit evolving historical frameworks. Syncretism, foreign gods recast as legendary mortals to merge traditions as well. So you get two gods from different places. They seem similar enough. You put them together, they become historical people. Loss of faith. Gods become remembered as great ancestors as literal belief waned. So again, they kind of demoted here, not necessarily gods, but they still retain their power in mortal stories now. People just pick them up and they get creative, and they do some things, create new stories, harmonize other stories. They're having a good day, whatever, and they just create in their minds. This is often the way it goes. So why not just put this one out as well, I thought. But yeah, there's nothing new about Christianity. You can find it all over the pagan world. And remember Peter Joseph and Zeitgeist. That is not what we're arguing. The notion that there are one-for-one, totally objectively parallel gods like Horus and Jesus, not really the way it went. But that Jesus is seen as a hybridization of different gods, who is cherry picking ideas that work and putting them all into this grand result of the finished work of Jesus Christ. Even a lot of this probably happening after Jesus was supposed to exist. Lots of the solar mythology comes in, I think, after he, with Sol Invictus and so on, Helios, after Jesus is supposed to have walked this earth. So something to think about there. Anyway, I'll leave that there, and take care, guys. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Might have to miss tomorrow. This is why I'm probably going to do these two, but we'll see. All right, bye.